JT, can you just qualify or put into words over the last 24 hours just the range of emotions, and what are some of the emotions you felt since the letter and then the win today?
I mean, yeah, I think it's been going. The emotions have been going on for longer than just the last 2 days. It's unfortunately part of the game. It's disappointing for sure. I don't think 4 or 5 months ago this is where we thought we'd be. But that being said, we got a job to do, and we need to start moving forward towards the next chapter. And I'm just really proud of the way we played today. There's, obviously a lot of distraction out there right now, and we were able to put that aside and enjoy the game and come out with the right intentions and earn the win. So it's a good start to the trip.
How do you think that happened? Why do you think that happened, that you were able to put everything aside and play the kind of game you did today?
Oh, all the BS was out in front of us now. You can just play. You can just kind of go out and try to enjoy the game again. It's been rough, and we've been challenged here lately, and it's a really hard game. We use the word humbling all the time, and it's really hard to do all the right things when nothing is either going your way or you're not playing as well as you're supposed to. It's difficult, but like I said, today we were just trying to get 2 points and win a hockey game, and we had some guys step up big, so it was nice.
You were a very different person when you went through this the first time 8 years ago, and you were there for a couple more weeks afterward. Now, as one of the leaders of the team, what is, maybe from your experience, the most important thing that you'd want to make sure these guys know after something like the letter is put out?
Well, I just think the internal expectation has to stay the same. We can't just, dip down because of what was said. I think as a team we have to hold each other accountable and keep playing forward and, at least make some sort of, devotion to each other and, play for the crest and, still put together a good game. This doesn't any sort of let down. We need to start playing more consistent hockey, and I think that started today. Yeah,
your head coach said this morning that I want to see my group go to the playoffs, and if this is a surrender, no bleeping way. Is that kind of a feeling among the guys who feel like they are the core of this team?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, like I said, this is part of the business side of the thing that sucks sometimes. But, our goals are the same in here. We got something to strive for until the very end. And all we can do is worry about game to game and day by day right now and try to enjoy it a little more. I think that, like I said, this might have taken a little pressure off in some way. Like I said, it sucks. Like I remember last time this happened, it was a lot of different faces. So, I mean, we have to be prepared for anything, but also, be professional in the sense we have a job to do when we come to the rink, and that's to play a good, solid hockey game. And all year we've proven when we can play a certain way, we're hard to handle. So we should still have confidence in that.
Mika, more than 1,100 skaters have played for the Rangers, and now you have more power play goals than anyone, and you've tied the record for most hat tricks. Just speak to the sense of pride you feel in doing that in a 100-year franchise.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely special. It means I've been given a chance to be here for a long time, long enough to get close to that. So, obviously, a huge honor and a lot of fun.
You were here the last time a letter was put out. Just what is the challenge from a player when that happens, and what were your thoughts over the last 24 hours or so?
I mean, it's I think you have all kinds of feelings towards something like that coming out, and I think it's a lot of emotions, and obviously we have the early game today, so not a whole lot of time. I think 24 hours and from when they posted and to us playing. So huge credit to the guys. Obviously, it's not easy. It's not an easy situation. It's it become a little I think overwhelmed with a lot of emotions, like I said, and a lot of feelings and thoughts about it. So I thought the way we responded today and the way we played today was great.
What do you think a win like this can do for the team's psyche after a day like yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than losing, and being able to win like this too is huge, and especially when you're about to sit on a 5-hour flight to the West Coast, it definitely helps. So, I mean, every win helps your team morale, and maybe more so than it has in the past, especially after yesterday.
Does it? You mentioned the emotions. Does it make it harder to play in a game like this? Does it make it maybe easier because maybe the bubble of uncertainty has burst a little bit?
So hard to say. I think when something like this comes out, I don't know if you, I don't know. I think everyone reacts differently to it. It's everyone's in a different situation. I hate to say that I'm experienced with this because it's the second one, but no, I think maybe it's easier. We'll just loosen up the grip on your stick a little bit. Just go out there and play, and try to do it for each other. And if changes are coming, then try to make the most out of the time that we have as a group, the group that we have right now. So, but again, our job is to win games and perform. So that was nice that we were able to do that today.
Brennan, it's been able to sink in a little bit that you've got your first NHL goal out of the way. What's going to be the strongest, most lingering, and fondest memory of it?
I don't know. I think a couple of guys were giving me in the intermission about my celly, so I don't know. It's been 34 games since I was able to get my first NHL goal, so it definitely feels really good, and happy for the accomplishment. And like I said earlier, I'm just happy that I'm able to get that one for friends and family too that got me here.
What do you hope it does for you moving forward now?
Just build some confidence. I feel like you get that one out of the way. Like I said earlier, again, like weight goes off your shoulders, and now you can kind of just play and not really worry about that. You got that first one, and take some of the pressure off.
Now that it's done, how much had you been thinking about it in the days or weeks leading into it during your time in Hartford and all of that?
Every day. Yeah, well, every day since I got my first call up, it's you're wondering when it's going to go in, and then it doesn't go in for 34 games, and you're wondering if you're ever going to get that one, and you're wondering if you're ever going to get an opportunity to play in the NHL, and you don't want to take these days for granted. You don't want to take playing for granted, and obviously very fortunate to be here, and very fortunate to see that one going today.
Was there ever a piece of advice or anything anyone ever said to you over this whole time since you first came up to the NHL about keeping your head in the right place? Yeah,
just a lot of guys said keep going and keep pushing. It's going to come, and since this last call-up, I think I've gotten 2 or 3 games where I've gotten some pretty good looks, and you can see a little bit of frustration in myself and some body language and stuff, hitting the crossbars and posts and stuff. And Mika came up to me in the Seattle game and said not to hang your head and don't worry about it, and it's going to come. And a few games later it came, and he was the first one in there after the game and gave me a hug and said congrats. And he's a really good leader, and thankful that we have a guy like that in this team.
Brennan,